Another factor was that the American president, Harry Truman, had sought UN approval for a military response, and the response to the invasion would be under UN auspices. Pearson and others saw this as a crucial test of the UN's effectiveness as an instrument of collective security. So for Canada, the Korean War was not really about Korea.
However, Canada was not writing a blank check by responding to the United Nations call. The government remained fixated on its own post-war priorities at home, and on shoring up the West in Western Europe through diplomacy. Korea was a distant place to which few Canadians claimed affinity or ancestral connection, so Canada's initial involvement was limited, first through the deployment of 3 destroyers to Korean waters shortly after the invasion. Then, when the war was going poorly for the South Koreans and the Americans, an urgent recruiting effort to create a special force for Korea outside the permanent force structure of the Canadian Army. The first elements of this group headed over in the fall of 1950. And finally, as the war drew on, more permanent elements of the Canadian Army were drawn in. An airlift element was also dedicated to the Korea mission, based out of Tacoma, Washington.